What's up everyone? Welcome back to another video. In this video, I wanted to go over a topic, and that is explaining what to do when the market is quiet. What to do when your trading system isn't presenting any signals and you're sitting on the sidelines for days, if not weeks, maybe months. As most of you know, with trading, it has to be as systematic and rules-based as possible. As soon as we start making judgment calls, getting our opinions and our emotions caught up in our trading, that's when things can go south really quickly, and we have to kind of be mindful and catch ourselves before we dig our trading account into a massive hole that is very hard to get out of. So for me, January has been a little bit slow. I've taken about 2 trades since the start of the year, to be expected, and it's kind of, I find myself wanting action. Now, I've been in this mindset previously, and I just want to say, and something I want to bring awareness to, is I see a lot of people getting sidetracked, doing new things and changing things up just because they want to be involved in a trade. And that is a totally wrong way to approach it. What I do when the markets are quiet, what I do when trade signals are presenting but not high quality for me to take, so not high probability trade setups. What I do when the market is just not presenting is I go through a back test and I see what I can do and what I can take advantage of going forward. As you know, I always follow my trade plan. My trade plan is my business plan. As soon as I start messing that up, like I was saying before, getting emotions, FOMO, all these aspects involved, that's when I can start making mistakes, and that's when trading can just become a real pain, and it's just, you don't want to go there. So my 3 tips to you guys is 1, monitor the market still. Follow your plan and show up every day, bringing consistency into your routine. Number 2 is watch the market, watch how it reacts and how your signals and what's happening. Can you tweak things? Can you change things? Can you add things? But remember, don't add too much at once. Try and see what you can do better. Always strive to become better in your system, better in your analysis, just always growing as a trader. And number 3 is practice patience. Remember, as a day trader, we show up, well, I do anyway. I'm at my screens from 7 to about 10:30 at night. So 7 p.m. to about 10:30, sometimes a bit longer, sometimes a little bit less. During those times, I'm actively watching the market. Now, if the market is quiet and you are watching a pair, you can easily induce yourself to take it even though the trade signal isn't presenting, because you can watch it and you can start getting your own bias, you can start getting your own opinions and your own emotions involved. Just like I was saying before, if a signal presents but it's not your signal, or if it's not a trade you're allowed to take according to your trade plan, it can be very difficult to stay out. I've been caught out in this in the past. I know other people that have been caught out in this in the past as well. My suggestion is get up and take a walk or do something else, because monitoring and watching the charts is a double-edged sword. I have learned so much from sitting in front watching these candles print, but at the same time, when I have a system and I know what I have to trade, but it is quiet and trade setups are presenting, I have to kind of control myself, and it takes a lot of self-discipline. You have to learn to pull yourself away and detach yourself from the charts before you start making any irrational mistakes. So my biggest thing is what I do, and how I combat that now is I monitor the charts, I back test, I go through historic data, I look at previous trades, and I just monitor what I can do better. What can I do better in this trade? How can I become a better trader? And you don't have to do that by physically watching the candles print. You can read a book, a trading book. You can watch a YouTube on furthering your knowledge. You can start learning more about the market. You can start learning more about fundamentals. You can start learning about cross correlations of how pairs correlate. You can improve your overall technical analysis. And it's these little things that will help you as a trader. So you're not going off and completely ignoring all your knowledge and skill set. You are still developing as a trader during your active trading times. As a full-time trader, this was really hard in the beginning because I have all this free time. I'm always at my desk. I'm always sitting here looking at the screens, working on YouTube videos, editing, making content for Instagram, replying to people, coaching, I'm always at these charts. So when it comes time for me to get in front of my charts for my active day trading, it's a real struggle for me to kind of build up the motivation at the end of the day, because I trade the London session and focus on the charts. It's the last thing I want to be doing. So what I do now is I shift a lot of this stuff, a lot of my educational material, my content, towards the end of the day now. So in the morning, I'm focusing on me. It's my time. I am either reading a book, working out, doing stuff around the house, and kind of just giving myself some downtime, relaxing a little bit. And 1 p.m. onwards, that's when my day kind of starts now. So before and earlier, I was getting up early, first thing in the morning, 7 a.m. and I was working all the way down to about 10:30 p.m. at night. Some days I still do this, but not all the time. So being able to detach yourself from the charts is something you guys have to kind of work on, no matter what type of where you are at in your trading journey. But most importantly, if the trading is slow, your system isn't showing signals or presenting any high probability trade setups, it is best to kind of be mindful about it, find out what's going on, tweak the system a little bit, see what you can do better, and just constantly always analyze and improve on your trading knowledge. Now, also just to come back to the idea of tweaking the system, never tweak the system in sense of changing the criteria, your entries, your stops, and your profits. The entry signal will always be the entry signal, your stops will always be your stops, and your targets will always be your targets. But see what you can improve on in the sense of how you're reading the chart, how you are analyzing it. Looking at EMAs if you focus on indicators, look at the TDI for you guys in ASFX and notice what's happening on the high time frame, bringing in a more bigger and larger analysis and gathering more data, just so you can be a little bit more selective, but also be a little bit more aggressive as well. If you're noticing something on the 1 hour and 4 hour, and maybe the 15 minute isn't as clean, but more times than not, if you have certain parameters on the 1 hour, the trade ends up going into your favor, which I have back testing on this as well, then you can be more aggressive and get involved in those trades. So that is something I'm working on as well. So for you guys in ASFX, we know we come to the charts every day looking at the 15-minute chart. I have noticed lately, let's say for the A1 setups, if I'm constantly focused on the 15-minute chart and I don't look at the 1 hour, sometimes you will have a clean A1 setup on the 1 hour with perfect TDI, perfect L50, perfect EMAs, but maybe on the 15-minute, it's a swapping L50. So more times than not, the A1s on the 1 hour chart do go in our favor. So this is something I am trying to incorporate into my trading. So yes, the signal may not present on the 15-minute, but it may present on the 1 hour. So it may present an entry on the 1 hour, whereas it won't present on the 15-minute. So I hope you guys got some value out of this video. If you haven't already, smash the thumbs up button. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe so this knowledge and information can spread to more traders, and hit the bell icon so you get notified for any upcoming content I release. Once again, thank you for your time, and I'll see you in the next video.